some friends. Let me pay for some friends. I'ma spend shot of brains, your friend.
What is up, party people? And hello, my friends. It's your girl, Welcome to China. And guess what? You are tuning into the what, to the who, to the how. And we got a lot of brown cows today, okay? Because we're about to talk about some rap music. It's the Nightcap Crew, y'all. We're here for our 12th, 13th episode. We here every week. We know everybody here. Tap in and let us know who is here. We are having a live show and a live discussion today. So we're leaving the last 30 minutes of the stream to you all to come here and chat with us. You don't have to have your camera on if you're too shy. But as you guys can see today, we are going to be talking about Drake versus Kanye West. Now, we all know that the album was supposed to drop at the same time. We know that Kanye dropped a little bit prematurely. We'll take it. We've been listening. We got predictions. We got questions. We got a lot of stuff going on today. We'll go ahead and tap into the comments. Let's see. All right. We got Jim Lover saying that he's in the house. What is up, Jim Lover? Hi, Jim Lover.
My boy.
Our dog. What's up, Jim Lover? All right, y'all. Continue to tap in with us, and we're about to get into it. Now, we know it's been a lot of drama with Kanye West's Donda album. Chris just broke the news. He dropped us some tea. Fit just let us know that apparently Soulja Boy said he hit Kim Kardashian first. So it's a lot of drama. It's a lot of stuff going on. It's kind of taken away from the music. I want to touch into the Donda rituals. I want to talk about certified lover boys emojis. We don't get deep into it. Speaking of Kanye West, the first topic of the night, we're going to start with Kanye, but don't worry, we're going to get on Drake's ass too. Panda, we're going to get straight into it. Do people accept Kanye West's actions out of pity? Now, let me specify. We know our brother Kanye is a musical genius. Some may disagree, whatever. Consecutively, I feel that people can respect his art to the point where, he lashes out. We do know that he suffers from his own mental disability disorders. I got that too. I just went to the doctor today. So amen to me. I'm taking care of my mental health. Everybody got to. But with that being said, I know if I was acting like Kanye West, Muggs would send me back to the doctor. So I just want to know, are we accepting Kanye West's actions out of pity? And excuse me if it's a better word besides pity. Correct me? Let's get into it. Q, my dog. Let's start you off tonight. He got the red cup. He gonna have him a sip. Let's talk about it. Do people accept Kanye West's actions out of pity?
I don't really know. Like, it depends on what actions are we talking about. Like, I guess I don't have a familiar like knowing of like the audience. I guess.
Okay, so we know Kanye will have some lash outs. We know that he ran for president. He said some, not so good things about North and Kim Kardashian's, abortion, thinking about it. He sometimes has his mental breaks. He sometimes, people just say it's Kanye. He ran for president. Some people were not going to get political. More than often, black people don't support Donald Trump. He was a Trump supporter. Let's really get into it. We're still accepting his behavior. I do it too. So let's just say this. Do people accept his behavior out of pity?
We had no choice but to accept it, just because his choices are his choices. I'd say like he has the money and resources to do it as well, so he'll definitely do whatever his vision entails and whatever he's like really passionate about. So some people are not for it, some people are. We don't really ever know the the like deeper meaning in his actions. It may seem crazy on the surface, but sometimes they may be insightful. But I don't. I think we just have no choice but to accept it, just because acceptance is just what is a part of society, regardless of what you think is outlandish or not. It's just best to accept and just don't
Everybody's
pay
different.
attention. Yeah, don't pay attention to it if you don't like it, type of thing. So
All right. So you kind of it's in the middle for me. I don't
yeah,
I don't I don't know
hard.
where
It's
we
hard to
stand.
answer.
It's a hard one to answer. All right. All right. Stacy Fabian, we will real quick say that no QB this week. QB, they miss you. They miss you. Where's our Queef burglar at? I'm sure he'll end up coming. I love the nightcappers. We really have our nightcap crew. We got to think about
Cappers.
our cappers, the kappas,
The Kappas.
the cap. I might have to check that one. I have. The Lord knows I don't like that name. Anyway, we don't get into it. Next person who wants to talk? Livy. We all struggle with mental health. Let's talk about it.
So, I think about it actually quite often, especially while listening to his new album. Like, I felt a lot of emotion listening to it. I'm not going to lie. So, part of me, I don't really agree with everything that he says or supports. I feel like he supports a lot of controversial people, but I mean, at the end of the day, he does struggle. He has demons. He's got, a lot of stuff that he's dealing with, and um, it's really sad to see him go through it. It makes me feel bad for him.
So it is pity. You said you feel bad for him.
I mean,
I
kind of,
think we
yeah.
feel bad after Donda passed away. Now let's talk about this. A
Yeah.
lot of people said that was the thing that
Mm.
that changed Kanye forever almost. And I haven't lost a parent, and I'm thankful for that. I cannot imagine the loss. From what I've heard from other people, it's something that you cannot get over.
I feel like it could change you as a person. Like,
it will always hurt. It will always hurt. And he had a really great mother. I was listening to her speech, her talking on the song Donda. It was a lot. It did make me feel that emotion. But listening to Kanye, I did make a tweet about it. I'm like, it's something that felt comfortable. I felt like I was in like middle school again or something. Not like feeling like a kid, but Kanye just gives you a feeling when you listen to his music.
yeah, I was getting that feeling like you're talking about now, like when I was younger listening to him.
It's nostalgic.
Off this
And
album.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris, Fit, let's talk about it.
Yeah, I absolutely think people kind of accept him because of, or accept his actions because of pity. Because I mean, for me, it was definitely like when his mom passed. Like I could instantly see like or understand how that changed him because it's like it's your mom, and I think that was like just a downward spiral in his personal life. Like since then, not to say like everything has been bad for him. There's been ups and downs, but it's just like I mean, he said it in his music. Like he lost the woman that was closest to him. Like I mean, he's expressed that in his music. Like I think several times. And yeah, no, I definitely pity him for that. Do I accept all of his actions still? I mean, like I think, like you said, I just try to ignore most of them. But the music, like this album per se, was pretty
So the
good.
music, y'all are saying that the music is almost enough. Like the music is what really.
Yeah.
Not for me, honestly, because like this is like the first Kanye album I've listened to in a couple,
Let's
and
talk. What do you mean? Specify for us.
like I was like off Kanye for like the last maybe 3 or 4 years. Like when he wore the red hat, I'm telling you, I was done.
Okay,
But
that's what
like,
I'm saying. So let's talk about. It's like it kind of makes you feel a little like
Mm.
or what is the thought process? You can support an artist that supports something that you're against, or what?
I mean, like without getting too much into politics, like
Yeah.
it's just like I'm really not for Donald Trump or anything he did. Like it's just like when someone like just like I don't know, too much hate for me, just too much hate. Like and just this I don't know, like it was just too much hate for me to support it. It was just it didn't make me feel good inside, like showing him support because it was just something I was like on like the opposite side of. Like I couldn't be more of an opposite side of this. Like if that's a red hat, I was gonna wear a blue hat type of thing.
Okay, so you was off that for a minute.
Yeah,
So did you listen to Donda?
I did. I did.
Okay, we don't get into your predictions, but what made you think you listen to it this time? Why were you why'd you give him another chance?
I mean, like literally everybody is talking about it.
You
Like
got to see what's up.
it's yeah, it's so many features on it, like Baby on it, Dirk on it. You feel me? So I'm like,
That
all right,
song
that
goes
gotta be
crazy. Okay, we don't get to it.
little baby.
Baby, little baby, not the
I was
baby,
I was
Not
talking about
the
little baby.
baby.
not the baby. That's my baby.
Oh my God.
All right, I get what you putting. I pick up what you putting down. Tam, how you feeling about this? You from the Shy? We gonna
I
set
am
this
from the
party
side.
off right.
I honestly feel like, um, do people accept his actions out of pity? No, I think it has something to do with where he stands in the music industry because I mean we noticed that a lot of male rappers figures they pull a lot of different stunts, all this stuff like that, and people just like accept it for what it is because they are great in the music game and they influence such this and that. But when have you seen a woman do some stuff like this and it was accepted? So I just feel like some of his actions, nah, it's not out of pity. I think he kind of knew what he was doing. I think he sometimes maybe strategically did a lot of these actions to get a rise out of people to to maybe push the album or things like that. But I don't think playing the whole mental health thing. I don't think, because I feel like I have lost a parent. I lost my dad. And I definitely understand when you lose somebody that's so close to you, yeah, you go in a downward spiral. But at the same time, I don't think for this many years that would have kept him or played a part into a lot of stuff that he did. Just like with the Magna stuff, like I didn't think
So
that was
still
cool
take
at
care of
all.
yourself.
And yeah,
Still, yeah, upkeep.
you gotta upkeep yourself, and you can't keep doing things out of the nature. I mean, you kind of just making a fool of yourself. Mind you, I love Kanye. I rock with his music. We've seen a different change in him. From when he first came out with College Dropout till now,
Yeah,
it's a
different.
whole new person. So I don't think people accept his stuff out of pity. I just kind of think because of him being a man in the rap game and things like that, I feel like people just say that the shit that he's doing is okay, and it's not.
So just the acceptance of rap culture, men in the rap culture, that type of thing. That's interesting. Because now we're getting into our next topic, and we kind of touched on this. I'm gonna lead us to the panel if anybody wants to say. I know it's kind of similar to our other question, but if he wasn't a musical genius, would his actions be less acceptable? Anybody want to chime in on that?
I definitely.
No,
Oh,
not at all.
You
He's
agree?
he'd still be the exact same person, like just like very creative, very outspoken, very like firm in who he is. I feel like with or without the money,
That's him
just
as a
like
character. So you're
yeah,
saying
like
that's him as a person.
if you watched his life, like before the fame and before all this, like yeah, he been the same person, like literally the exact same person.
I
So
agree with that, and you have a point. He's always been Kanye. He's always been big, bigger than life, larger than life type of deal. Yeah, like he was saying that he was wearing fur coats and minks and all types of stuff, and when he was young, Kanye was the man. So all right, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get into our next guy on the topic. We got to come back to it now, like this, a little bit different. Is Drake overrated? Now, I know a lot of people love Drake. I'm a Drake fan. I'm not going to fangirl out. But a lot of people can say Drake sound the same. A lot of people say Drake's a punk. He's a sissy. You know, our light-skinned brother, he be too sensitive. You know, all those different things that come out about Drake. Is Drake overrated? Fit, I see you smiling. Let's talk about it.
Man, hell no, Drake ain't overrated. Drake, Drake, one of them people, like as far as like music go, if we could compare it to sports, he's like one of them generational talents. God damn it, like, and it's just facts. Like he's an artist. Like this man is legitimately an artist. Like you get your rappers, you get your singers, but this man is an artist. You can talk about someone that can rap, sing, go to different places and infuse that culture into his sound and just tell stories about his life and continuously develop them. Like it's amazing. And this man give us hits every summer and he's underappreciated if anything. So no, he's not overrated. Like give that
Okay,
man
he
his
said if
flowers.
anything, underappreciated. Let's talk about it. Who we got?
I don't think
I mean,
he's
I
overrated.
All right, Olivia and Tam.
go ahead.
I don't think he's overrated. I love Drake. I have like been following Drake since Degrassi days. And yeah. And I've loved his music ever since he started making music. He is very influential, and I don't think his sound is always the same. I think he has like similar things that he incorporates into different tracks, but at the end of the day, he makes hits, and he's topping charts. So you can't say shit.
They saying in the comments, before we get to you, Tam, they saying he may be soft, but he better than Kanye. Rich32 said he's overrated. Somebody says they want to fight tonight. Everybody, they throwing some punches. Tam, how you feeling about this?
I mean, what is considered soft though? I mean, I don't think Drake's
Yeah.
overrated. Like, you know, I don't understand when people throw shots at him, like calling him soft, sissy. Like, I don't get how those two correlate. But anyway, I think Drake is not overrated. I think he does put out good music. Like let me say, I've been, rocking with Drake since Degrassi days. Jimmy all day. But he makes a lot of money. He makes a lot of hits. So for people to say, stuff like that, it just doesn't make sense because he definitely is the highest paid person out here, and he continues to drop shit all the time. So I don't think
If Drake was overrated, people wouldn't be talking about him.
Okay,
literally.
all right. People,
And how many
people say it. It wasn't me. The people said it wasn't me. Shout out to CK, our boy. We gotta have you back on, CK, when you get some more time for a shout out. Certified lover boy.
But that's
All
what I'm
right.
saying. Like people saying he overrated is like a fact that he's underappreciated. I'm not talking about money here, but the fact that people can just hate on this man and he don't be bothering nobody.
In
Like,
rap discussions, people bring up Drake and they try to, kind of play him. Q, you quiet over there. Let's talk about it.
I like Drake, but I like Drake, and the only reason why he's not overrated is because he knows how to make a song, and he knows
Yes, he has the formula.
He has studied like this musical format and how to make music appealing to audiences in different genres and different in ways many times over. So it's kind of like me doing something successfully, the same thing over and over again. Is that overrated? It's like
He just got the formula. Do not all artists or icons, those people who you put in the Hall of Fame, do they not all have the formula? Because I would challenge that Kanye got the formula too. He's one of those.
Yeah, like
you know how to.
I understand he has like different ghostwriters and different people who.
Oh, Ooh, okay, hold on. Now that was just really loaded here.
What?
The ghostwriters comment.
Well, I mean, ghostwriters is not ghostwriters not a bad thing though. Like that's actually a smart thing to do. Kanye West has done the same thing with Donda. You think Kanye West is like only writing certain things in his mindset? Like true artists get out their own mind and collaborate and bring other people together and make them better. Just as every great athlete, every great inventor, every great musician does. Like Drake understands every aspect and every level in the industry and in the studio. Like,
so is that good or bad? I'm trying to feel out what you.
Ghost writing isn't bad because, for example, if I write a song right now by myself, and I need Liv to sing these specific lyrics that I wrote, and I need Six to say this last verse. Am I overrated because I keep doing that as my formula, or am I a genius because I know the tools?
You found the formula. I would never hate on that.
That can create a great song. Like, you know what I mean? Like, through his own emotions, which is why he's soft. He's very emotionally intelligent because of his Scorpio shit, but it's not soft. It's not corny.
I had this as a question. Is Drake soft? And I kind of took it out because I didn't know if that was kind of like silly. I know there's no dumb questions, but I still think that people give him that soft. Drake's a light-skinned dude. Light-skinned dudes are usually going to be soft. You know, I know some hard light-skinned niggas, let me tell you. But we know those are stereotypes. Let me tell you. I got a whole fit.
Stereotype.
But for real. But also he sings. He's like savvy for women. Like it's a lot of other aspects like of why people think that Drake is soft. I just think that's not people's style per se, that type of music. But he can go either way. He can go for the ladies, and he can do a whole album with Future, who don't love these hoes at all. That was one of the best. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to geek out.
That part right there.
One of the best albums of all time. That didn't get any recognition was that Drake and Future album. That album,
What time?
Like this man's mentor is Lil Wayne. Like he learned from a GOAT. Like to have Lil Wayne just at your disposal.
How can all four of them?
Yeah, Young Money was
Drake,
Drake,
Lil Wayne, obviously, even Tyga. We'll give it to Tyga because these.
Nicki Minaj.
How can all of them?
He got his own formula. He do club hits.
Tyga.
People hate Tyga, but come on now. He gets plays still. He gets plays.
Kanye.
We need to put Drake on that level.
And whoever said my album sales gonna tank, it don't even matter, bro.
Wait,
like I made money off my music. I made money off my music. I am blessed as fuck. Like,
wait, who said that?
I don't know.
I didn't know that was. I posted
my moon is in Scorpio, so that hit me kind of hard. Queef. I don't even fuck with you. Queef.
Okay.
But right now,
go ahead and tap in. It's a live show tonight. Don't y'all be over here talking about my guests and my panelists if y'all ain't gonna come up here on the camera and back it up. That's all I got to motherfucking say, okay? All right? This the Nightcap crew.
If I'ma spend, I gotta pay for some friends. Let me pay for some friends. If I'ma spend, shot of brains, your friend.
We don't get into the rest of these comments. This is a spicy show. Kanye sees Drake as competition. Kanye put Drake on that level. Also, we're not going to speak that into existence, Queef. That's not very nice. I create too. That wasn't kind. Don't make me ban you because I will, and we'll find a new favorite. Okay? Anyway. All right. Tyga. Carla said, Tyga, Tyga too, but I listened to it. Remember that song? Put the lime in the coconut.
That was his first joint.
That was on TRL, boy. Don't take me back.
I ain't a fan of
just
Tyga.
Dropped Drake low right now. CK, what you saying?
Never.
CK off the Prosecco tonight. What you saying, boy?
They dropped this
I don't
location.
know.
Oh, somebody dropped Drake's location right
Never.
now.
Oh my
Q,
God.
I was making fun of you for liking Drake. I'm not hating on you. Q was about to.
I like Kanye more, bro.
Look, man, Drake.
You not see this?
Yeah, you see the album art behind him?
Drake got a line, bro. Drake got a line that aged pretty well. He said he make music for the women and niggas that don't get pussy, and that's all I'm saying, bro.
They say call in. All right, y'all. Make sure you guys are tapping in at 10 o'clock. We're going to go ahead and tap in and let comments come through. It's pinned in the live. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up. Make sure you guys are subscribing. If you're new here, sharing, because we're about to get into it. Now, if you thought it was a little bit messy, we're going to go ahead and get into our next messy question. Who is a better role model? Now, I'll specify. We'll say for your children, who would you prefer them listen to? Pick and choose. Yes, choose one type deal. Who is a better role model? I think if I had a son, I do hope I have a son. I would prefer my son to be more Drake-esque. I would like him to be a certified lover boy. I'm not gonna hold you all that stuff with Kanye. I know my son gonna love me, but that's where I'm at. Libby, let's start with you.
I agree. I want my son to be a certified lover boy too. I don't hear a lot.
He sounds like a punk to me.
I mean, who knows? I'm the mother, so. I just don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not like paying attention, but I don't really see a lot of like controversial stuff coming from Drake. But also I don't know if I'm like.
You sure about that?
He's very private.
Sure about that, Liz?
The baby situation. What you talking about?
I'm talking about him going to high school basketball games and picking up.
See, that's what I mean. It's like maybe I'm not like.
But that was a
certified lover boy for sure.
No, Drake and Johanna Leah was a calculated move because now he grown. Now he probably thinking about getting a wife. She's grown. Her son is going to be like the next whatever NBA star. They come from that life. She's fine. She's stacked. And that's the best. She writing captions with Drake on there. So his new girlfriend, once they did that Dodger Stadium, that was out. He wanted everybody to know he got him a woman. He's changing his brand now. He about to be like, you know how Jay-Z left the bachelor lifestyle. She not a Beyonce, but y'all get what I'm saying. They're still rappers. Still, when they get older, they're going to eventually settle down. So I think he's changing his brand. Let's read some comments, and then we'll go ahead and get into it. I'd rather my kids listen to Kanye than to grow up to be softies. But I will admit, Drake is a better role model after all of Kanye's stuff. Drake from London, that ran through the entire industry and getting porn stars pregnant, or Kanye with mental health issues but loving a wife and kids.
Oh, hold on,
bro. She's not just a porn star.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
Put some respect on her name, bro. Like, she's a true artist.
One of my first things with this question is like thinking like, dang, they both low key knocked up some porn stars. Like, I mean, yeah, they're more than porn stars.
The lesser of the evils type shit, yeah.
But they're both women who got their own cash.
They are.
Yeah, that's a fact right there, though.
But would you get a would it be your preference to get a porn star pregnant?
Hey,
let's specify.
If my son did that, I would not. Or my daughter.
You do not go on there and you've seen her on Pornhub or on the porn sites. You wouldn't go and see Drake's woman. She did like camming and different shit. She's really an artist. She is like a beautiful artist. Like she is very talented. So I'm sure it was something about her that she can French to Drake that he was really liking. But we know Drake likes interesting looking women. He do like those. What he called them, my aunt used to ride a stallion. What he said?
Equestrians.
He liked the big women.
Equestrians.
Equestrians, yeah. Because my aunt used to ride equestrian or some shit. I don't remember. So let me keep going. We got hella comments. Drake is a better role model. Kanye debut album is literally dropping out of school. Ooh, cute. I agree. All I gotta say is, you go to the gym listening to Drake, you're going to turn into a noodle. Now, come on. That shit don't never stop. This the flow that got the flock. I'll be on the treadmill serving up a pack.
Go off.
No, come on now. If my son got a porn star pregnant, I'll be proud of him.
Of course,
thank you, Queen.
Of course he would.
Something we agree on.
Of course he would be proud. So proud. That's a proud dad moment.
Sounds itchy. She was a pass around.
He has more money than you. What are you guys talking about? Stop. These comments are too out of pocket right now. You're just judging right now.
Iman Shumpert, ASAP Rocky, and more hit it.
Who are you a role model to? I'm about to get on people's heads.
Call Call in, everybody. I have live comments. You don't have to show your face tonight, but it's in there.
Cause y'all got Q on 10 right now.
Yo, what are they saying? What are they saying right
I
now?
don't think I've laughed this hard during a show.
I knew this one was gonna be the one, bro. I knew
Me
it.
too.
Right, better. So everyone is saying Drake is the better role model. No wife and kids. I think the family aspect of Kanye West is still admirable. He got a beautiful family. Him and Kim, indifferent. I think it's still. I see him with the kids. He would still bring the kids to Wyoming. Good, bad, or indifferent or inconvenient. But they have enough money and resources for that type of shit.
Wait, so with the role model thing, are we talking about the music or like their public image?
Probably. I mean, all of it. Just a role model in general. That kind of all plays into the things you say, how you address yourself, your personal life, all that. But you can tackle it from where you want to.
Yeah, he is a public figure, so that's what I was thinking.
I mean, so his like if it came to music, I damn near would want to go Kanye because it's like Kanye's like first 4 or 5 albums is like damn, I would definitely want my kids to hear that because that's like some trailblazing shit right there. Like that's on some.
So you're talking about musical suggestions to your kids.
If that's what I was basing it on strictly,
okay,
I might go Kanye, but then again, if we're looking at the whole musical catalog, it was a couple albums. I'm like, I don't know. But at the whole overall image, I gotta go Drake. Like the man got a whole basketball team. He helped them bring a championship to Toronto, and you can't tell me he didn't. Like that's some cold shit,
Jim Lover, your dog is saying, "Fit, be honest. How many Drake songs are in your playlist?"
Oh man. Like it's like on my gym playlist, probably like maybe 2 or 3. That back to back. I hate that he had to do it to Meek, but that shit is turned up.
Bro, that was whack. And now they're best friends. That's whack. Like what are they like?
Back to back.
That's the soft shit they're talking about right there. Like that's the corny weird shit.
But that's you gotta know that's Meek. I mean, you gotta know that's Meek though, because it's like Drake could probably care less if they got cool or not, but Meek was struggling for a minute.
That was one of the songs that people knew, like after all the big disses.
Yeah, because
I haven't heard a diss that people knew. Ether. Those were like that was the modern day that type. It wasn't as hard as those, I would say, but it was that type of deal.
He made so much money off of that. Like he damn near went on.
He made money. Oh yeah.
Back to back. Was it like a back to back tour? Or something?
What was that? What was that line? What was that line? What was his line?
That's my friend.
Trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers.
You getting bodied by a singing.
Singing nigga.
Y'all niggas gonna fall back and laugh like.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's the only way to laugh.
Like Drake Drake got a decent song with Rick Ross too. That's definitely on the that Lord knows.
They make amazing music together.
They make amazing songs. That's true.
Oh my god, Free Spirit is like that's like classic, bro.
Oh, that's one of my favorites. Oh, that's
got my name on your girl, so I know. Got my fucking name, boy. That's
so it exists. He can go. It's versatility for me. We're gonna go ahead and get into our next question. We're gonna keep it hot. We're going to keep it coming. If y'all are new here, make sure y'all hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up, okay? And make sure you're tapping in. I don't see nobody in the queue for everybody that got something to say. I don't see nobody backstage, okay? Make sure you guys are tapping in. You got something to say. Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Don't be scared, guys.
I was trying to see who Queen Burglar is.
Yeah, for real.
Who is this? Who is this?
We need to know.
All right.
He gonna come on the show with the mask on, the Donda mask joint.
Just too soft to pump some iron to. All right, so they just
You're not listening.
I'm gonna try to work out to Drake, and I'm gonna tell y'all if it was. I'm gonna try to just listen to Drake. I'm sure I can. It's a Drake workout playlist. It's possible.
Let us know if you turn into a noodle.
You can be pumping. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Trap money, Benny. She got some shoulders. She got me in my feelings. Yes, some shoulder shrugs.
Hey,
you wanna come and be the real me? It's not an option. Let me stop. All right, who is more of an influence to the culture? Now I'll specify, Olivia. We're gonna say rap culture, black culture, urban culture. Y'all know what I mean. The culture. Who is more of an influence to the culture? Okay,
Anybody? Who's going first?
Q put
I
his
didn't
arm
know
up.
if he
He
was
said
gonna
Kanye.
go.
Q,
Sorry.
let Q go.
I like by default, I'm only saying Ye, not because I like him more, but just because of like how heavy and how far he went in the act, or still is going in the fashion industry. Like I like as a black man, a black individual in general, like I'm very proud of the fact that he hasn't been humble at all about the jobs that he's been overlooked and the people he's put on to even get those jobs. But I give him a lot of credit of his just creative mind, just really broadcasting his thoughts and visions through clothing and shoes and merchandise that people find like what the fuck is this? But people are he's putting a price on that shit like everybody else, and people are buying it. But and musically, of course, it just that's also what he's known for more. So those two together in the world versus his social life being on display too, for better or for worse. Like you see a lot of human aspects to Kanye, which is why I feel like he's a bigger role model and a bigger influence to the culture. So
Because Drake just makes music. So you are make. I mean, not just makes. You know, he's starting to brand his. The OVO, but that's like when you got big money. Yeah, obviously, Kanye's big money too, but OVO is like if you can get an OVO, it's like all right. Kanye's with Adidas, like Gap, like fashion is a passion for him. I think Drake has come over time, and maybe 10 years from now we can talk about it. But I do think that I will say that I agree with the influence on the culture with his clothes, his brand overall, and his music. I feel you. So you changed my mind.
I definitely agree with
even
you. Like I was gonna
sports.
say the same. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing when it comes down to Kanye. Like I feel like Kanye has definitely influenced the culture. Like again with the fashion forward thing. I mean, you got Yeezys. Even if they look ugly, people still buying this man's shoes. Like I mean, I love Yeezy, but some of them are a little off. But also you got to look at the way that he kind of you see the elevation of Kim, like how she came from, like how she dressed, how she looked, her makeup.
He changed her whole.
He changed her whole life. Like I mean,
icon now. Now she's a fashion icon. Yeah.
Like and I have to give it to Kim because literally you changed the game as far as music and fashion, and then on top of like your wife, regardless of the other shit that you did, I feel like he has played a lot into the culture and the fashion. I mean.
Yeah, Kim was just
give it to Kanye.
She didn't know how to dress.
Yeah.
She just had money.
She didn't have no swag. She didn't have swag.
I agree.
He brought her to a whole new level and things like that. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
I gotta get in.
Yeah, no, I gotta go with Kanye with this one too. And like, I don't want to say it's a no competition with this one, but at the moment, it damn near is. Like you said, maybe in 10, 15 years, we kind of see what Drake does with that if he decides to branch off too. But like Kanye, yeah. Like, do y'all remember when like everybody was even wearing those shades? Like,
with the lines in it?
With the lines in
it? Yeah. The shades.
Oh my
the
god!
Oh my god! That don't kill me. Could only make me stronger.
And even for this man to be able to go on tour with like for a listening album party, like I made a tweet about this. I swear to God, like last week, I was like, man, this man's influence is like impressive because it just simply is. Like you have to give people their flowers. Like it's so impressive how much influence he has.
This dude recreated his childhood house. This dude recreated his childhood house for Chicago show. Like who thinks of that to bring my childhood home into the middle of a stadium? Genius.
It's
his production for other artists is like, damn, bro, like you blessing other, like you still making beats for other people, like that's fire to me. Like
it's crazy to see how
a Kanye beat, that's real. He produced, yeah. It's his talent is undeniable, and they're talented in different ways. I think what we're really finding. So it is an interesting comparison, but maybe not necessarily one to have. I think it's one to have because now we're getting into the greats of our generation, but. Honestly, my favorite Kanye West song is I was about to say All Falls Down Through the Wire. That is my all time, and that was one of the very, very I sit and watch that video like man. And then my other one is Kanye had with Twista. She said she wasn't ready for the world, the new that song. Like Kanye has really had some hits, but we get back to the 90s. Drake, somebody made a comment like, if you say Drake, London said that. And I agree. It is kind of like a 2000s kind of what you know type of thing for your appreciation. But Kanye is, he go back. He
Nah, I
than us.
disagree with that statement she just said.
Why?
You know why Drake is like over people's heads? Because he uses a lot of samples that are like from the 70s, 60s, 80s. And people be like, oh, this is so dope, but it's already a fucking hit, and he just made it into like another piece of art. Like
the recycling of the Kanye is organically.
It's so genius.
Drake's so smart, bro.
It's so genius. It's so genius. It was one other thing though. Damn, I just lost it. I'll come back to it.
Think about it. We'll finish up with Liv, and we'll get into the next thing. Anything from this, Liv?
I mean, I agree. I think he's very influential in fashion, music, and in the church as well. Like he's
that's so.
Yeah, I know. It's just I don't know. I feel like
when anybody bring up Kanye, Kanye is that guy. I would meet him tomorrow if I had the opportunity. So no,
yeah,
yeah,
me too. I agree.
Can everybody get a favorite Kanye song real quick? Cause China, you did it, and I want to do it now.
Oh, you know what? I didn't know if that was two. I thought it was. I don't know, but I would love to do that. Okay, let's do it. What is your favorite? We'll start with you. Your favorite Kanye West song? One or two?
It's that I'll have to go. Never Let Me Down. Oh baby, him and Hove. When it comes to being true, like that shit.
You're a deep Kanye listener, because it still gets me to be like, huh,
that's my pride. I loved Kanye. Like I really loved Kanye. Like that's why it hurt me so
being
bad
a boy
when
from
he.
Chicago, I'm sure. Like that's.
I was really hurt when he wore that hat. I ain't gonna stunt. Like I was butthurt. Seriously.
I thought he was just tripping, bro. I didn't even care. I thought he was just tripping still. Like
I cared. I'm low key a Panther and like in the whole nother life. So.
I respect it.
All right, Faith Drake song, Chris. We'll do both. Faith Drake song.
I have to come back to you on that one. It's a lot.
All right, letter. Okay, my favorite Drake song is Scholarships with him and Future. Now that's like a song together, but that is one of my absolute favorite songs ever. And then also me and all my niggas doing well, dog. You ain't from the city, you can tell. That's my favorite. And Views from the Six is my favorite album too. All right. Nothing was the same as all of them. Okay, Tim. Bound 2. London said Bound 2. Bound. That's my song too, though. I forgot about that. That was a weird ass song too. And that video was crazy. Dude. Sam, where you at?
My favorite. Okay, one of my favorite Kanye songs I'm gonna always jam to is When It All Falls Down. It's like a classic. I love that song.
I'm telling you. Oh.
Yeah, I love that song. So that's one of my favorite. And then for Drake, man, I gotta give it to him and Future Jumpman. That gets me lit every time.
That's a perfect song to work out. Yeah, that's okay, but then that's Future on there, because Future, everybody work out to Future. So I'm like, Future, yeah, okay. We got Marvin's Room out here. Q.
Damn. I was like my favorite, like one of like my top 3 Kanye albums. It's hard to say, right? But then it's like out of those albums is the Graduation, right? And off that album is a song called I Wonder that like just takes me places when I'm fucking just like just want to just chill and forget and just vibe out. Like I Wonder off the Graduation album. And then I'm gonna say my favorite Drake album is Nothing Was the Same, right? And off that album, like rapping, production, R&B, like nothing is better than that shit. But anyway, it's a song called Furthest Thing. Off that, I Still Been Drinking on the Low. Riding on low.
On the low.
Riding on,
Oh,
like, that
that's all. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
I haven't heard that
Yeah.
in
that
like
shit's
Yeah.
years.
classic, bro. That shit's classic.
Yeah.
First
Yeah.
three songs just like
See,
vibe.
it's all of our favorite are going to be those like that and that. You know, it's always that's how it is with a lot of artists. You know, they can keep on.
2013 was like different. That was the crazy fucking year.
My favorite was 808 and Heartbreak still to this day, and I know that's like it's kind of like, do we still remember this? But like,
That's just
didn't
amazing.
know I was waiting on you.
Yeah, that's just amazing.
Yeah.
When I was like what 12, I was in Avenue crying. I was like, what the that still like makes
Oh
me
my
take me into
gosh.
a trance. But that was a musical masterpiece when he came out with "In the Night." Like those, like heartless, like that was like in such an icon. Those are like top song of all lifetime type songs. That like So we got to give
That-
him "Touch the Sky."
You can
Right.
argue that In the Night kind of
Hey.
started like that rappy, singy,
Yeah.
But,
like type of
but guys,
thingy.
that was 08. That was a year after his mom passed away.
Mm.
So much new emotions and like
Yeah.
pain, and like produce that and other like, bro, that shit is crazy.
That was
Like,
years ago now. Yeah,
Drake
years.
and
Yeah.
Kanye do amazing with their emotion, with their music. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, all right.
I did
Go ahead.
remember. Oh, I'm sorry, Livy.
No,
You got
go ahead.
something?
Go ahead.
You finish,
Before
Chris.
you lose it
Okay.
again.
We'll
Oh,
close.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I had to do like 3 because it was too hard, and I'll go like by album. But like I think it was on Drake's first album. It was that Unforgettable with him and Jeezy. Emotions in this game run deep. That one. The one off
Wait, what tape
his
is
second.
that?
Dang, that's his very first album. Like Thank Me Later. It's him and Jeezy. It's
Okay.
Take Care.
Look.
Look What You've Done. It's the song he dedicated like to his mom. That
Yeah.
shit is a beautiful
Yeah.
song.
I used to love that. Yeah.
That's a beautiful
That's-
song.
That's when like the rapping, the singing, like that was when he kind of implemented. It wasn't like it didn't have that techno sound. He was really, singing. Remember Drake used to couldn't sing. Like he took his lessons. Like people used to clown him for the singing.
Kayla.
And
Stop.
Tuscan Leather.
Tuscan Letters, beautiful. Oh, I
And
love
then-
that song.
Tuscan
And then
Leather.
also,
That's,
like,
To Kayla's comment, I just feel like maybe this was the time that it took for him to grieve. Grieve has no time
Exactly.
limit. It doesn't have a
Exactly.
timeline. So maybe he didn't want to just throw out a shitty ass album dedicated to his mom and not put in the work and the emotions for it. So just to her comment, like you don't know his thought process through that album. It could have been his
clip-
moment to finally grieve fully and got over that hurt. You know what I'm saying? So
I 100% agree with that.
It takes time to create art. It takes time. Diamonds don't turn into glass, whatever they say overnight. Church in a while. It's songs for days. All right, y'all. We're going to keep it pushing now. I'm going to keep telling y'all to tap in. We're getting into our last part before I'm going to ask y'all to call in. If y'all got anything to say, you can start to get in the queue because we're about to go ahead and get into our feedback and predictions about Drake and Kanye's album. We know Drake is dropping on Friday. We're going to do some Kanye West album feedback. All of the panel, majority of the panel has listened to the album in entirety. Has everyone listened to the album? Okay, or for the most part, I don't. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it, and we're gonna go ahead and end off with Drake album Certified Lover Boy predictions. Tap in, y'all. I'm accepting live callers. Don't be shy tonight. You don't even have to have your camera on. All right, let's get into it. Album feedback.
Man. Well, to start off, it was
You'll start. Okay, go ahead.
the very first song. I was like, man, this seems like a little ritualistic. But once I got past that, I'm like, okay, now we getting really into the deeper things. Like, first of all, it was just so impressive how many features he had on it. Then the production, like the production, it reminds you like, okay, this man is really a musical genius because like the production, I would almost argue it was kind of flawless for like the sound he was going for. Because although he may have wanted just like a gospel album, but this is like gospel rap, and it just is what it is. Like it's gospel rap, and I don't know, like one of my favorites on there. I have to look at the album because it's so many joints on here. But the one with him and Baby and I think The Weeknd, Hurricane, like that one really spoke to me.
That was one of his most. It's coming out to be now. They're kind of pinning. People love that. That one was it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like it was really beautiful. I honestly I've tried to listen to it twice, but it's a lot of songs. Like the album is like almost 2 hours, so
Yeah,
trying to pick and choose which songs you like is kind of difficult because it's like, do you
yeah,
really have 2 hours to just sit there and just like we got live, you know? But
yeah.
that
Because
was
it
one of
gives
my
you a
favorites.
different feeling. You know, it's homage. It's like one of those things that are work of art, and it challenged me, I think, to look at albums differently. You know, or just works of art, or when you need it. Because I feel like it may be a time when I want to listen to that. Something may speak to me where I'm feeling something years from now. You know, he's just in that place now. And I'm sure that album can resonate with someone who has had a loss, who has, you know, it's different things. And then the Donda I seen that I believe it was the amount of times that was he chanted Donda was the age she would have been or something like that. So he all kind of tied those what was it?
They said it
My
was
bad.
supposed to be the heartbeat, his mom's
Yeah,
heartbeat.
yeah, yeah. Her heartbeat. That's crazy to me.
It was
I
like
found that
it
pretty
said how
profound.
many times.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
So
it's supposed to be her heartbeat, and then when it ends, that's when she passed. So it
Wow.
was just leading up to the time till she died. That's what they said.
so
I'm
it was
not
That
gonna lie,
beginning
I
was.
sobbed. I
yeah, that made me
sobbed.
my chills. And the song Donda was beautiful as well. All right, Tam, we got you here. Let's talk about it. Feedback.
So I just started listening to it like the other day. I'm not fully finished, but from like one of the songs that y'all said, like I really like that. Um, I'm excited to hear the rest of it just to fully get my full, thoughts on it. Like when I listen to music, I really have to sit and focus. But I think I'm excited to hear what he has to do. I mean, the hype has been crazy about it. You have people that don't like it, you have people that do like it. But I think this was his way of putting his heart, on a record to show his appreciation to his mom and just to get all the feelings he's probably been holding in because he probably didn't really fully grieve because he's in the music industry and it's kind of hard to take some time out to fully grieve over a death. So I think he took this time to put that on the album and I'm pretty sure she's, proud of him. And again, with that whole heartbeat thing, like that, like brought me to tears because it's just like that's deep. That's the last moments of her life on Earth. So, you know, I give her props for that though.
It was well thought. It was well thought out. He put all those things together. You start to see, and also what I've learned through therapy is like a lot of the times, like you can push a a traumatizing event to the side for years, and then maybe he went to therapy, maybe he was, going through some mania. Now we have to address these situations, and then it can all come back. He could have just. I'm famous. I can't deal with it now. I have to address it. We can't speak for him. But in mental health, a lot of trauma and things from childhood, from before, from after, things happen to you now at this age. Sometimes it takes years to unpack. And a lot of the times you can just put those things behind you. It's not healthy, but it's the way humans are. So that's also something to think about how it affects us in our mental. Q, let's hear from you.
Like honestly, like I could go on forever about this shit, but and to put it deep as possible, 'cause I'm serious about this shit. Like I'm a super fan when it comes to Kanye and Drake, these specific artists. And to describe this Donda album, I can't even call it an album. Like it's like in a super emotional play, like from beginning to end. Like it's like I find it funny how Kayla mentioned 13 because I'm a super religious, spiritual person. Like 12 is the number of transformation, and 12 plus 1 is 13. 13 is the number of completion. In 12 years, he probably transformed all these pains and traumas and different understandings to like, how can I really represent my mother musically through my craft, like like the gift that God gave me. How can I really do it? Because the Donda song that you mentioned, that's audio that we have not heard until today. Like that is the most craziest, profound thing, and beautiful thing a mom can say about her son. You know what I mean? And to put it on an album and share that with the world, I found that really amazing and beautiful. And the album is just really amazing. Like Six said, like when it came to the production of the side of things, just because it really overwhelms you with his own pain, like with his and with his faith, with his like religious beliefs, with his you hear those mantras and those
Was this a
gospel
gospel album?
tones.
Can you specify for me? Was this considered a gospel album? Because my mom asked me. I was like, I
I
don't
don't know what
know.
it is. It could be gospel rap, like to say that. It's something
I
there when
did
it
like
comes
that
to
though.
a
I like.
religious faith push, like sounding like piece of art. But he's Kanye West, so he makes it sound how he wants it to sound, and it's just like it came out
Yeah.
so different with so many other people on there. Like that shit made it sound so amazing. Like Junior is fucking amazing. What else is it? I had to go to the album again because I played it like twice through, but I still know the songs. Junior, Believe What I Say, Remote Control, Hurricane, like you said, Pure Souls, like just songs that are like individual songs, but they are so deep with emotion that I can't even like he's back on that old shit again when it comes to like really trying to like connect with the world and like show who he really is as a person. So I fuck with the project.
Yeah. And Kanye had Kanye doesn't have no run of the mill type of mama. He had one of those real cool mamas. She was educated. She was a good person. She was well spoken. So, that was a lot of influence of how his confidence, him as a person. So very, it's deep and it's hurtful. And Tam, I appreciate you touching on that as well. It's a loss like no other, so people have to be cognizant of that and understand as well. Something that I did like about the album, we're going to close out with you, Livy, is I did like the religious element of it. I always struggled to being one of those Christian kids that hated to listen to gospel music. I like it now. Never would have made it because I be going through it. So I be the Lord, I need this. I be crying. Oh my goodness. But back in the day, it's like, it's hard to relate if you are religious. I know religion is not a cool thing nowadays, but for those of the old aunties and uncles who still believe in Jesus and stuff, all that, the mythical creatures of God, it is nice and it is interesting to listen to, those different things and just being spiritual. A lot of people relate to spirituality. So I like that element of it. We just ain't talking about titties, ass and getting down and being, all that stuff that Drake is going to give us. Libby, let's talk about it. Oh, I'm sorry. I had y'all muted.
Oopsies. This album made me feel a lot of emotion. I was not expecting to really love this album, honestly. Like I really and truly in love with this album. I'm not gonna lie. I cried a lot. I'm a baby. Music makes me feel a lot of emotion and he hit the nail on the head with that. Like you felt every motion of every song that that he was going through when he was writing, recording, just his thought process. You could hear it in his music, and I haven't felt like that since I was a kid with Kanye. And I don't know why. Maybe it's because of just time or things that he said, but this album made me like kind of change my perspective on Kanye a little bit.
In what way?
I don't know. I feel for him, this album tells a story on how he grieved and all the stuff that he went through after his mom died and a bunch of other stuff too. Like with Kim, I think there was some stuff in there like about his, marriage, like little things here and there.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Father, it's a loss like no other. My grandma always said that like she'll never. My grandma was 70-something. She said never get over the passing of her mother, and her mother passed a couple days before I was born. So it's been about 27 years now. Longer than I was even born. I didn't get to meet my great grandmother, but she said it's a loss like no other. When you're close to your parents and different things like that. So I think that people can lead with a little bit more empathy when we say Libby Rose. A little bit more empathy. Chris, go ahead.
I just wanted to kind of say one more thing about the album. Like, I was very impressed as far as like all the features that he had on it. He really brought out the best in like everybody else that was on it. You could
tell. You gotta go there with Kanye, man. What? Yeah. I heard Playboy Cardi going. I was like, whoa, because it's Cardi.
you could really tell like everybody really gave like no, they brought their A game, and I was just like, man. And even in his lyricism, like he had one comment about like capitalism that I really like. It was Kanye himself. He had like a lyric about capitalism. I'm like, damn, like, and this album went like #1 in like 96 countries or whatever. So it's like him just raising that awareness again. I feel like he is in like a much better mental state because that's the Kanye that I remember that I
Yeah,
grew up on. That was like
yeah,
like he was fighting for the community,
yeah. I want
and
a
that made
Kanye
me feel
interview to
good.
come out. I want him. He don't come. He don't give us one. You know how Kanye he'll come to one. But I want to hear where he's at. To me, I'm predicting he just wasn't. He was getting his mental health together. It took a long time. Sometimes it's discouraging, and he got his mental health in check. Sometimes it's not always going to be. Lord knows I know, but
Do we
maybe.
have favorite songs off the album?
You guys can go ahead and chime in. I couldn't get Guess Who's Going to Jail. I couldn't not get that stuck in my head, so that became one of my favorites. The song with Cardi and was it Lil No, Fabio. That song go hard. That was more of like a part. That was kind of like more of like a part.
Listen, I'm not a fan of that guy. I mean, not a fan. Like, it's like I dislike him.
You
I
don't
don't really
listen to
know a
him.
lot about
I
him.
don't listen to Fabio. He was crazy.
The shit he was talking on
He
that,
was
like,
crazy.
oh my god, just beautiful.
That was
Just beautiful
really fucking
rap.
good.
Just
You
pure
made a
music.
fan out of me for that.
Good
Yeah.
music. Just good music.
Yeah.
Good music, period. So that's where I'm at. I thought Donda was also a very beautiful song as well. It makes me too emotional. Not the chant, but the actual, beautiful song. Beautiful song. I think people will play that in different. I think that will be used for some homage type of things in life. I think people will use that. Libby, you wanted to chime?
Yeah, mine are Donda, Moon, and Come to Life right now. Those ones
That's good.
They're beautiful songs.
Yeah, Hurricane as well, but I think that's a hit in itself. The Weeknd he hit it different on that too. He came hard. I felt like he was really singing on there.
Yeah.
He was singing. The Weeknd. I was like, yeah.
Oh, so look. So for example, Kanye, like it's a reference track to like I think either that song or something else that he's like trying to sing it, but he's like I'm not about to sing this shit. Like, give us The Weeknd. Like
He was showing The Weeknd how he wanted it to be sang, like how when writers.
he gonna kill it. So it's like that. It's just a part of the like just making music, bro. Like ghostwriting is not a bad thing at all.
You got to put it together. Okay, Tam.
Okay. Sorry, I was having trouble unmuting. But no, favorite so far is definitely Donda. I definitely love Hurricane. And I also like Jail as well. So those are my top 3. So I still gotta get through the rest of the album. So I'll come back to y'all later when I finish.
Oh no, it's Queef Burglar in the house.
Oh my god!
He came with a mask. I'm dead.
Oh my soul, he did.
Oh my god!
Bro, we gotta square up.
Queef.
Wait. Do he have the mask on the?
Sun coming out.
I'm nervous.
Okay, all right.
Oh, that was too much. That we
What's
couldn't
your name
even
and where you
talk to
from?
him. You guys ruined it. We ruined it.
Out of many pockets. Out of many pockets.
Like,
We ruined it. We ruined it. We couldn't even. I bet he
How
couldn't
is
even.
his mask that long? How is his mask that
It
long?
was a piece of paper with a COVID mask over it.
Oh, okay. That's pretty smart, I
Oh
guess.
Shout out to Queef Burglar. I have weird people call in, but that
Looking
was
like
crazy.
a burglar.
All right. Anyway. Ooh.
Wow.
What just happened?
This is the nightcap crew, goddamn.
If I'ma spend, I gotta pay for some friends. Let me pay for some friends. If I'ma spend, shot a brains, get friends.
The show is really coming together, let me tell you. We're on to something here, people. Queef Burglar, what the heck is going?
You've been here for a while, y'all. Y'all late.
All right, Queef. We'll reach out. Queef, you have to message me at Welcome to China on Instagram or something off a fake account so we can find you. And I will definitely let you come on for our conspiracy theories episode, okay? So we can come on and talk about some. We will bring him on. I can't even breathe now. That's
I can't stop laughing.
okay. All right. Okay. Okay, we're gonna get it back. Certified lover boy predictions.
You started it up. Why you started up, bro?
I can't. Okay.
You gotta mute it.
Okay. Queef is gonna message me off a burner account. We're gonna get him on as a featured guest. Sounds good. We're gonna make it happen. Welcome to China. All right. For me, I think Certified Lover Boy, I think we know how Drake is coming with the emojis. I think that Drake was sitting on this album cover. I think that this was something that, honestly, I think Drake was nervous about this album because it got to be good. I think that Drake still listens. You know, he talking about people talking about him falling off and shit. Like, Drake still cares about that shit. Like, Drake has an ego. Drake, you know, he's the man. People expect something for Drake. And I have high expectations, let me tell you, because he made me wait. I got a t-shirt sitting in my closet. I'm waiting for this. So I am a huge Drake fan. I think it's high. And I think that Drake can't, I think because I am a super fan, he can't disappoint me. But I do think that it's high. My predictions are high. And I think that he's going to have some good features. That's what I want. I want some features. All right. Damn, go ahead.
Yo, all right. I mean, going off of that album, I'm pretty sure. I think he's predicted that a lot of babies are gonna be made off of this album. That's what I'm getting the vibes of. This is gonna be that album that a bunch of babies and sisters is about to go down. I mean, I am excited and ready to listen to it when it drops because I like Drake. I'm a softie for him too. I'm just ready to see what he's putting in, you know, what he's been working on cooking up, and hopefully it gets better. So what we shall see, but I think it's gonna be a pretty decent album, though.
Okay, we you done got us stumped for words. I can't even find my. I'm thinking, like, how long did it take you to do that? Like, did you just hurry up and find something for us?
I just picture him
we know
rushing.
we know you're a white guy though. We know you're a white dude.
Yeah.
We got a hand.
He had the scissors with the paper and was like, I'm gonna just cut out the eyes.
Yo, he made that shit in 5 minutes, bro.
Giving purge. Okay. All right. So, all right. Fit. You're a big Drake fan. What are your predictions for this? Baby making music, like Tam said. I want some features. Where you at with it?
Well, first, let me say, like, my expectations of Drake are always pretty high because I remember this interview I watched, and he was just explaining how why him and Wayne could never make an album together is because he said they're both perfectionists. Like you said, he's probably a narcissist, egomaniac, but you kind of have to be at the level that he is.
You can tell he has that side. You can tell he's one of the, like, Drake don't play. You can tell he don't. Like, yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's definitely a perfectionist. So it's like the amount of time and effort he's put into this album and just probably tweaking it. I think that's what pushed it back a lot of times too. Like, oh no, this can be better. This could be better. This could be better. I think it's going to be a perfect balance of
COVID. Think about that. I don't think he wanted it to come out, and it is now. We're still in it, but we're out of it enough. The hoes are outside. You know, people are having sex. You know, we're active out here. You know, just saying.
Yeah,
the babies,
that's a valid
they keep
point.
coming. Okay.
No, that's definitely a valid point. But I think it's gonna be a perfect combination of like baby making music, just your regular like Drake feel good hits type of thing. I think he's gonna have some features on there, but like the features that people want, like he probably gonna have. I think he's gonna have Lil Baby on there. Everybody got Lil Baby, you know. You feel me? But he gonna have other stuff that everybody gonna want, like some Summer Walker. I want to hear some
Minaj, maybe a Little Wayne. Is he gonna take us back? Like, what you gonna do? But I don't know. Maybe no. I'm like, I don't know what to expect at all.
I heard there's gonna be a J. Cole feature. I just saw that today.
I was just listening to it in the
I hope so.
Okay. Livy.
Maybe a Kendrick feature. Who knows?
Oh my God.
These are big expectations and predictions for features, Chris. This is huge. Huge. Q was over here like, okay, we gonna end with Q. Livy Rose, go ahead. We gonna end with Q.
I mean, same. Like high expectation type. You know, whatever. I think that.
We're Drake fans. We're softies.
Oh my god, I love him. Yeah, I agree. I was gonna kind of say the same thing. He's very much like he wants to make sure that his work is perfect before he puts anything out. So I feel like he knows what he's doing. He's been in the game long enough. He makes hit after hit, and he, you know, he's just really good at writing in general. So I think it'll be a really good album. And yeah, I agree. I think that it's gonna be Baby making music. That's what I think the album cover means.
All right, Baby making music with the emojis. How it's like that's Drake. When I say that, I'm like, this is Drake. He's so fucking clever. This motherfucker. He always gotta get some attention somehow without asking for it. He always gotta do that to us. All right, Q.
So Queef don't like Cole or Drake?
Yeah, you capping. You capping, like QB.
Kanye did?
Queef, get out of here.
All I'm saying is I have no expectations.
Different. J. Cole is that's we don't get to the Kendricks, the J. Cole. That's like we'll have that debate one day. Ooh, that's gonna be a messy one. I think we're gonna have that in the winter. We're gonna have that in the winter. That's gonna be dirty. That's gonna be dirty because I got Kendrick. I'm sorry. We don't go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Everybody relax. Go ahead.
I'm just saying I have no expectations for Drake because he does what he does. He knows what he does and how he does it. And I feel like this like he dropped a tape last year, 2020, about like it's not like he was just having fun and just talking like some shit and like just trying some new shit. You know what I mean? Like with some young people.
He did give us meet me at the comments, meet me at the constant, barking up the wrong. He did give us that. I forgot about that.
You know what I mean? Like song with Cardi, song with Fivio. So I feel like this album gonna be really some new sounds, some like you said, like I feel like he's like at this like evolving point, like a different type of Drake might be coming out right now. So hopefully
Drake is the daddy. He got a
hopefully he's collaborating.
Like it's different. Inevitably, you're gonna be different, and he started to move different after that Pusha T shit. He didn't want nobody looking at his character that crazy because it was really like, is you that type of man? Everybody's like, Drake, are you that not soft old Drake? You don't look for you hiding your kids, like you know. So man. Queef said, I didn't say I didn't like him. He said he's soft. Said he's got good music, but compared to anybody else in the game, a lot of muscle.
Okay.
So who do you like? Like
are you
the
talking
Baby?
Physically?
Yeah,
like yeah.
He got in the gym. He did.
You like Busta Rhymes, big ass? So who do you like, bro?
50 Cent? I fuck with 50
John
Cent.
Cena? John Cena, the rapper.
Baby, if you give it to me, I'll give it to you. Don't play with us. Come on now. All right. Well, we're gonna save this, you guys. All right. Last and not least, if anybody wants to come in, we're gonna give it a couple more seconds. We're gonna hang out a little bit more. It takes about 30 seconds for you guys to hear me, so we're gonna stay on for a minute longer to see if anybody want to come in and join us. Nightcappers, let's talk. Any last comments, concerns? We're gonna give everybody an opportunity to talk if they want to come on. We'll give them a little bit more time. Let's talk. Where we at?
This Drake Kanye shit, beef is stupid. I want them to make music together. I hate egos. I'm sad, but they're still good people.
It has to be a reason why these men are not clicking. It just has to be. It's something.
I know. We'll never know.
It's the reason why he really don't like him. Unless Drake really intimidates Kanye and it's like a personal thing. Like that's the one nigga that gets under his skin in the music. Or it's something with women. Like he just does not like him. He tries to, but Kanye do not like Drake at all. Like he do. It's something personal, bro. It's something.
I heard it stem from that Kiki. Do you love me? Because I guess that's like Kim Kardashian's like nickname or something. Like Kiki.
Maybe he was clowning him because maybe he really did it. Like
I've heard that too, but Drake? See, he's clever, man. You never know.
He is. He plays
the best game of chess musically, bro. He plays the best game of chess.
But who's to say he didn't, get with Kim Kardashian before? I don't know. I feel like that could happen.
I think
like a lot of people have claimed to get with Kim too. So it's like. I mean,
it was one of the girls. Kim was not always Kim Kardashian. It was still some people that she want to get down with. Yeah.
She hasn't been married this whole damn time.
You know what the deal is, for sure.
Bro, Drake and Kendrick on that. Bro, can we just manifest this right now? Can we pray on this? Like,
That'd be some shit. That would be some shit.
That would be like crazy.
after his verse on that little at the song he played today, the
I
Fairy
love
Tale.
that song. You know what? I seen your post about it, and I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about. And I was like, I have to listen to it. And then because I seen you like, that's one of the best. What did you say about that song? That song was crazy.
I mean, the video is just amazing. Just like,
Wait,
like
I didn't see the video. It's a new.
oh my god, you about to be lit. That shit is beautiful.
What is the name of the? Who's the other guy?
Baby King?
I don't know who that is.
That's his cousin. That's his first cousin.
Baby Keed and featuring Kendrick Lamar, and that's Kendrick Lamar's cousin.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's funny as fuck. Like he been popping like since he came out, damn near like there's resources on deck. I think that's why Kendrick want to retire or some shit. Like, I think he's like, my cousin got this shit like on deck right now too. Like, who knows, bro? I hope he don't retire, but
I hope not.
that'd be weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Random question about Kendrick. Have y'all heard Mona Lisa? That's him and Lil Wayne.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
I thought that song
No.
should have won a Grammy, honestly, because it's
a
like
bro. That's like
Agreed.
it's literally Mona Lisa. Like it's literally like yeah, we made
I
the
feel
perfect
you.
picture as far as music. Like it's some. If you haven't heard, listen.
Listen, it's a must.
that's a rare collab. That's a rare collab that we needed. That we really needed.
I was
I like
just
that song.
thoroughly impressed with Kendrick on that one.
This is the video. Obviously, we ain't gonna play the music. Nobody ain't making no money off here, no way. But I wanted to see what was cracking with the video. This the visuals for me. Oh, they going crazy. What kind of visual is this? This is wild.
Oh
But
my.
this is they getting down. You know, that's Kendrick for me. He always gives me Cali vibes. Always. I just can't take it. Yeah, it's the visuals for me.
Tell me, without the music, it still goes so hard.
That shit is hard.
For real.
I'm over here looking at the twerking about a car. Look, she getting down. The one on the bottom left, she going crazy.
Yeah,
Imagine
she
what
is.
they're saying. Imagine,
Oh yeah, I see it. Yeah.
imagine only what they're saying here. All right, y'all. Well, it's the Nightcap crew. I think nobody wants to come in yet, but as the show grows, all I'm going to ask today is to share the Nightcap crew. If you guys watch us every week with a person, the channel is slowly growing, but shares, streams is what help us all at some point get to where we want to be. It is a team effort. Everyone takes time to listen to me all week, prepare for this. So it's a lot that goes into this shit. So please, please, please make sure you guys are supporting everyone on the panel. Let me go ahead and pull down this here so you guys can support everybody. Make sure you guys follow everyone's Instagrams. Make sure you guys support everyone's handles. If it's an at there, you can look it up. Livy Rose is the same. Fit is the same. Tam, Q, myself. Make sure you guys are supporting us. We're growing. The channel is growing. The Nightcap crew is growing. You know, shout out to Queef Burglar. It was a blessing for me. It's funny for us to even have somebody take the time to come here on there with us. So that show was lit. I want to make sure that we thank everybody here. Thank you, y'all. Very funny. Sorry, China, I couldn't figure out how to join in. Jim Lover, we got you next week. Something that I am thinking about, you guys, is making sure that each week I leave 15 to 20 minutes for you guys to come in and chime in. So next week, get cute. Make sure you guys are around. And we're going to be talking about disabilities next week. We're going to be talking about something more serious. We're going to be having a guest that has suffered from cerebral palsy her whole life. An old classmate of mine we're going to have on. And she's going to be sharing her journey about ableism and being ableist. And, you know, how we use handicapped bathrooms. And then you have somebody who needs it. And we're the asshole. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. So with that being said, you guys, this is the Nightcap crew. Special shout out to Cube, Suave, Living Rose, Goddamn Tam, and Fit Hollywood 6. It is the Nightcap crew. Oh, Queef. And this is where we're ending it. We're ending it now. We're ending it now. Because look at him. He always gets out of line.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Maybe a week off. Everybody said maybe a week off. With that note, we are out of here. It is the Nightcap crew. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that thumbs up. Share it to a friend. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
If I'ma spend, I gotta pay for some friends. Let me pay for some friends. If I'ma spend, shot a brain, your friend.